Hi there. Welcome back to Socially Awkward. We're going to be continuing where we left off, with Jayce and Tom on the bike to wherever the fuck they're going. Also, I wanted to take the start of this episode to thank everyone who has subscribed to me recently, because I have just made it over 100 subscribers. That is ridiculous to me personally. I realize it's probably small pickings compared to other people, but triple digits is a bit fucking insane to me, so I really want to take the time and thank all of you who are watching my videos and who enjoy my content and comment underneath, like and share and whatever, all that stuff that YouTubers tell you to do. I'm actually quite I'm quite lost for words really as to what really to say about it, but I simply had to call it out. So, thank you all very much. Very, very much indeed. And I hope that you'll continue to enjoy these videos as I make them, and as I resolve technical difficulties regarding them. I know people in the comments have been waiting for when the next Glory Hounds video is coming up, and I swear I'm working on it. I am having technical difficulties while doing so, where OBS, for some reason, just does not want to record Glory Hounds specifically. And I have no idea why yet, because I am a caveman when it comes to technology. But once I work it out, there will be more Glory Hounds. Until then, though, I'm going to focus on other things, because I've got this series, I've got Temptation's Ballad, which I started recently, I've got Liar. So, yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a quiet period for Glory Hounds until I figure out my technical difficulty shit, because it's really annoying. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for Socially Awkward. You're here for this gay cat who is ridiculously gremlin. And you're here for my blatantly obvious content warning. Haha, I tied it back in. I'm a genius. 18 plus content. Get the hell out of here if you don't want to see it, or you're under the age of 18. Capiche? Okay, good, we're good. With all of that said, let's dive right back into Socially Awkward, shall we? Into territory that, surprise, surprise, I actually haven't seen yet. So this is going to be just as new for me as it is for maybe some of you, I don't know. Lights, camera, action. Wednesday, 7:42 a.m. As Tom takes the next turn to the parking area, you felt a weird sensation of something rolling in your pants. Huh? Before you have a chance to investigate, something hits you and blocks you from entering the parking area. It feels like a thin layer of plastic wrapping itself around you, before changing composition and becoming like a trampoline. You are bounced off the bike and your helmet is thrown into the air.
Ow! 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 What hit me? Huh?
You see a dome made of what appears to be a large soap bubble. It's still rippling from the impact of you hitting it. Slowly, you push yourself off the ground and keep your eyes fixed on the wavy, insidious dome.
What's going on?
The ripples on the dome eventually disappear, leaving only a faint sheen to prove that it was ever there. A sudden chill passes through you, draining the warmth from your body and causing your skin and fur to prickle and cringe as if you were being pinched all over.
The heck is going on? What's with this creepy dome? Wait, where's Tom?
You spot Tom's bike laying on the floor inside the dome. Its rider is nowhere to be seen.
He left me. Who said that? Who said that?
The voice seems to lag behind every word you make.
Is that my voice? Is that my voice? How the... Penis. Okay, that is definitely my voice. Just what is going on here? Tom? Where are you?
You yell out from the top of your lungs, followed by the haunting echo emanating from your body.
Silence, peasant! It's coming back! Who's there? What's coming back?
Before you can react, another chilling wave passes through you. Your body becomes rigid as if turned to stone. Your knees give out and you collapse to the ground.
What's happening?
In a strange twist, your yellow helmet starts floating around you. It's quivering as if it's being held by someone. Jayce! Suddenly, Tom appears with your helmet under his arms, his back turned towards you. He jumps and immediately turns to you. Jayce! What happened? Did you hit your head? Tom kneels over you, shielding you from the sun. His hands hover around your head, searching for injuries but unsure if he should touch you.
Don't leave me.
Don't leave me. Tears start to form. It was strange even to yourself as to why you're crying. Yet it felt like you've been alone for all your life. Seeing the lion warms your heart. The lion held you up in his arms, eyes darting for injuries. Jayce, what's wrong? Yet with this warm feeling comes sleep and darkness.
Hello, Jayce. So good to finally meet face to face. But let me first apologize for our initial meet. Oh, I know I threatened to burn down your castle and whatnot. That was a moment of weakness. A plea for help. What? Cat got your tongue? That was a joke. A really good one, if I say so myself. Because you're a cat. Not even a chuckle. Are you afraid? Oh, don't be, my boy. I'm here as a friend, a comrade. There is nothing to fear. Still nothing? I guess I should have expected it from an idle soul. Which is rather queer at your age. No matter. Soon you'll see the world as it should be. It'll only be a matter of time when we can finally have a proper conversation. Oh, come now. It's only but a mere summon by your lord. No need to make a fuss. Rude. I jest, of course. You are not you. As much as I love to keep this conversation going, alas, time is up. I'll see you soon, Jayce. Oh, as one friend to another, a warning. Watch yourself. The world you know is only but one side of the coin. The other side already knows.
You woke up from your dream feeling confused and disoriented. You're in a sterile, white-walled clinic that was filled with the familiar smells of antiseptic and medicinal ointments.
Hello?
Ah, you're awake. Good, hello there. The voice who came through the curtains came from a large blue wolf with pecs the size of 2 large pillows and silky black hair. Sexy doctor! You had an accident. You're at the school clinic. Your friend brought you in. Can you tell me your name? He was wearing a white lab coat, just like the ones you'd seen on TV shows. The doctor's face was stern and serious, but his eyes were kind and compassionate. But you're more preoccupied by the load between his legs.
It's huge! Oh, it's Jayce.
Well, Jayce, a pleasure to meet you. I am Dr. Warwick. How are you feeling? Your friend tells me you had a fall. Quickly, answer the DILF! Good job. He eyes you up and down with a look of concern if whether you are insane or not. I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat that for me? You gulp down your gay and reply.
I'm good.
He leans in closer to your face. Close enough that if you just lean forward, you'd do horrible sins against this married man, evident by the ring on his wedding finger, as he reaches towards the back of your head. No pain anywhere? The doctor places his hands on your head. He then gently slides them along the scalp, moving fur out of the way and feeling around for signs of injury or tender areas.
No.
That's good. He pets you, like some kind of a pet animal. I'm gonna get a set of vital signs on you and check your blood sugar. You instinctively roll up your sleeve, extend your arm, and offer a finger. You've done this before. It's rare for patients, especially children, to willingly extend their arm for medical procedures.
I'm used to it. I'm a mixed, if the hair wasn't any indication.
Is there any information you think would be helpful for me to know before I begin the examination?
I'm mildly lactose intolerant?
Noted. He places an O2 monitor on your finger, then gently wraps a blood pressure cuff around your arm. Holding the stethoscope to your skin underneath the cuff, he begins to take your blood pressure.
Don't you have one of those automated ones?
I prefer to manually take it. It's faster and more accurate. He inflates the cuffs and then slowly lets the familiar whooshing of air to come out, taking out a pen from his breast pocket and writing down the details. I'm gonna check out your pupils. Look straight ahead past my shoulder and try not to blink. I'll be shining a light in your eyes. You did as you were told. As the doctor finishes, there was a loud running screech from outside the clinic. Tom comes in with your bag in hand, sweating profusely and out of breath. He doesn't look too good. He must have ran from the clinic to fetch your stuff after bringing you here. Is Jayce okay? I am still undergoing diagnostics. Please sit down and let me do my work. The doctor had to push him down because the lion was too worried to do anything besides looking at you with those weary emerald green eyes. Thank you. The lion's concern made you worry, but it also brought a smile to your face, knowing that he was looking out for you. Feeling reassured, you wave and smile at him to let him know that you're okay. Now, Jayce, I need you to give me a big smile, wide as you can, like this. He demonstrates by smiling from ear to ear. Good. He held both his hands up in the air and asked you to grab them. You paused. The doctor is asking you to hold hands, says your inner gay. You gulp and reach out with shaky hands. The sound of wedding bells ring in your ears as your imagination takes flight. Okay, now push against mine. In order to stave the gay away, you put on your competitive game face and push with all your might. Albeit it looks like you're taking a shit. The blue brick of a wolf doesn't even budge. And pull. He's not budging at all. He's only holding on to you with his middle finger, while the rest of his fingers are splayed out, mocking your strength. Alright, good job. He lets go and picks up his chart to write again.
Is that a test for constipation?
No. I'm checking for muscle weakness. If there's a brain injury, one side might be weaker than the other, similar to stroke symptoms.
Huh?
You feel a strange stirring in your head, urging you to eat pizza, but you can't understand why. Oh no. Alright, Jayce. I would like you to read the letters on these cards. The Dilf Daddy Wolf takes out a pack of cards from the drawer and shows you the first card with a big font I. Each one gets smaller, so concentrate.
I A M A Little Pig. Hey!
How did those cards get in there? He puts it away with a cheeky smile. Sorry about that. How about I enumerate 5 simple words and have you repeat them back to me? Despite giving him the fuck you face, he continues on with a smirky grin on his face. Kiwi, apple, cucumber, mango, watermelon. In any order.
Apple, kiwi, mango, watermelon?
And the last one?
Cucumber.
That's alright. Unfortunately, the doctor cuts you off before you could answer. Again, he scribbles something on his chart.
Was that an actual test?
Yes, I'm testing his short-term memory. Head trauma can affect different parts of the brain, so... No! I can't What the fuck? What the Monchi, that's not fair. Monchi, that's not fair. How do you expect someone to read that with a straight face? Let's try that again, shall we? I can't do it. I can't do it.
Jayce, are you listening?
Uh-huh.
Are you experiencing lapses in memory?
No. I just got a little distracted with the explanation.
Yes, it's scary, but it's better to be well informed. Do you think you can stand for me?
I guess.
You roll to your side and place your feet on the ground, standing tall. How do you feel?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No dizziness or lightheadedness? Nausea?
I guess I'm a bit sleepy, but other than that, no.
The doctor scoots his chair further away. Take a few steps towards me. You follow his command and walked straight towards him. Good. Well, your motor function seems to be intact, but the fact that you lost consciousness and are experiencing fatigue concerns me. I think you should have a CT scan done just to make sure everything's in working order.
A CT? Isn't that expensive?
Well, you're a student at this school, correct? Your health plan should help cover the cost. You may feel fine now, but brain bleeds can happen slowly. Losing consciousness for that long isn't normal. It's better to be certain, just in case.
But I didn't hit my head.
Jayce, we should do what the doctor said.
I didn't hit my head. I had a helmet on, and even if I did, my parents will kill me. Do you know how much a CT scan costs? There's no way we can pay for the other half.
I can't force you to get the CT. But if not, then you should have someone monitor you for a day or two.
If you notice any changes, nausea, headache, excessive fatigue, muscle weakness, or loss of coordination, you need to go to a hospital immediately. Do you have someone that can look after you?
You look at Tom with pleading eyes, hoping that he'll agree to look after you. You don't want your parents to find out.
I'll do it. Stay with him for at least 2 days. If he feels anything that I've mentioned, immediately go to a hospital.
A loud buzzing sound is emanating from the doctor's pockets. He pulls out an old pager and starts reading it. His face is etched with worry. Whatever the message is, it seems important.
For now, I want you to stay here and rest for an hour. I'll be back in a bit.
The doctor leaves the clinic in a hurry, leaving you two alone.
Huh? What?
I'm just worried.
I'm fine, Tom. You don't have to worry about me. I have a thick head.
You demonstrate by knocking your head twice.
No, that's not it. How did you...
His fingers frantically dig into his scalp as if he wants to physically remove the words from his head.
Tom?
Forget it. I'm just worried.
Well, it's not like this is the first time I fell off the bike.
On your own. I've never dropped a package.
Tom puffs out his chest confidently, insisting that he never dropped any of his delivery, and he's right. He never did.
And now I am that little dark spot on that sparkling white record of yours.
So long as you don't tell anyone about it. I've worked hard for that reputation.
Do you still do deliveries?
I do, but not from our usual customers.
Oh, what happened?
I still do deliveries, but now I use an app.
Mover?
Grabby.
How is it?
It's so-so. The pay is higher than our old gig. But the customers aren't as polite as our neighbors.
How much do you pay for gas per customer?
Gas?
Don't you use a bike?
I've got a perfectly working one.
Yeah, so how much for gas? Wait, are you using your bicycle?
Well, yeah, I don't need a motorcycle.
That's crazy! You're crazy! We're in a mountain residential!
That's good exercise. Plus, I don't have to stop for traffic.
You're a workout freak. Do you know that?
I don't see it as a problem. And it's not like I go overboard. It's not even a permanent shift.
You don't work 8 hours a day?
It's a gig. You can work anytime you want.
Oh, I thought there would be a requirement.
Just a driver's license and, of course, your personal information.
You are part of the system! Leave me, spy! My personal preference of sugar percentage in milk tea is none of your concern!
That's troubling. I take mine 0.
That's more troubling.
I'm after the caffeine. The taste is just a plus.
Leave me, heathen!
Pipe down, you're not the only one here.
He looks at the next bed behind the curtains.
Oh, sorry.
You whisper an apology to your neighbor.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because...
As you observe Tom rise from his seat, your heart begins to pound with anticipation. The determination in his gaze is palpable as he approaches, his lips curving into a sly smile. Your mind races with uncertainty, wondering what he might do next. The possibility of someone spying on the scene from behind the curtain only heightens your nervous... excitement. Obviously it's excitement, right? It's excitement, yeah? As Tom's lips moved closer to your forehead, the curtains billowed up with the wind, as if the universe itself was conspiring to create the perfect moment. Your heart pounded with anticipation and excitement, fueled by the thought of someone watching in secret. Let's go!
I like messing with you.
The kiss is sealed, and you're now a couple in the public's eye. Or at least, that's what you think, until the curtain reveals an empty bed. You can't help feeling a little disappointed, but also relieved that you won't have to explain this to anyone.
You liar.
You point at the empty bed before the curtains hid the lie.
Oh, would you look at that? But who covers an empty bed?
Stop messing with me. Get out, or I'll call the cops on you.
For what?
For being a handsome liar.
A handsome liar, huh? Sounds like a good movie title.
Get out of here, you movie aficionado.
I'm going. Call me when you're out, okay?
Yeah. Show already.
A few minutes later, as you lay on the hospital bed, your mind began to wander back to your childhood. You remembered the constant fear that accompanied you every day as your father examined you for any sign of abnormality in your body. You have a genetic condition that is the result of two different races intermingling. This condition, generally named as mixed, had caused you to be told that your life would be hard and you might not make it past the age of 12. Despite this dire prediction, you had managed to survive without any life-threatening diseases beyond the age of 18, but the memories of those difficult years still lingered in your mind. You had always been anxious about your health, always worried that you might suddenly fall over and succumb to your condition. With the invention of the smartphone, however, coping with anxiety seemed easier and duller as you had watched many videos of experiences beyond your immediate vicinity. Some mixed individuals took advantage of this technology as a means to profit, though most faked their conditions. Some even explained their situation as not being all that bad and considered modern media to be fake news. However, there were also those that showed the world just how miserable their lives were due to their condition and the stigma surrounding it.
React. Porn ad. Gamer video. Raid Shadow Legends ad.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh, it's Gerbil getting a haircut. React. Political ad. React. Deceptively straight porn ad. Bored. Back in a hospital bed again. It's not too bad, I suppose. My old bed was just like this. Think Dad got it as a bargain. These sheets are itchy, though. Hemp.
Bored and unable to sleep because of the itchy hemp sheets, you lift the covers to search for the wash tag information on its manufacturing. Hello. A greyish, well-dressed wolf walks politely into the clinic, glancing around until his eyes fall to yours. Excuse me, he said with a polite smile and a low bow.
Huh?
I apologize for disturbing your... He looks down at the tangled mess you've made with the sheets, completely bewildered by your need to seek knowledge. Have you seen the doctor?
He left about 30 minutes ago.
Huh. I wonder why he texted me to come here. A pungent, muddy pine scent wafts over the sheets. You lift the sheets up to your nose and take a deep sniff, hoping to figure out the source of the smell. Unfortunately, the sheets just smell medicinal. Undeterred, you follow your nose and discover that the source of the smell is the wolf. Is it me? Despite the strong smell, there's a familiar honey scent mixed in with it, along with the wolf's natural musk. The smell is almost like a wet dog rolling in a field of cashews. It's hard to describe, but there's something comforting about it. The wolf looks down as if he's used to this kind of reaction. perhaps it would have been wise to freshen up after my morning exercise. And now he's depressed, you monster!
It's not bad, it just smells familiar.
Familiar?
You kinda smell like the forest.
Ah, how astute of you. I did come from the forest.
I'm guessing you jog around the park?
A little farther in, I should say.
Near the waterfalls?
Why, yes. How did you know?
I guess you could say I'm a local expert.
Oh! Would you be so kind as to show me around? I am quite new to the city and could use some guidance.
I mean, sure, but I don't know if we would see each other again.
I do not understand why that would be the case. After all, we are classmates.
Huh?
I am seated behind you in class.
Oh! Sorry. Who are you again?
Rascal, Belton. Rascal Belton, your classmate for the first semester of the year. Why does this always happen? Explain it to me. Explain it to me. Make it make sense. This is the second time someone has changed their surname. The first was Tom, now it's this guy. What is this?
Rascal?
My relatives prefer to call me Rask, if you'd like.
Jayce.
A pleasure to meet you again, Jayce. You were so engrossed in the situation that you forgot your hair was on full display. You want to reach into your bag for your hat, but the situation doesn't feel like the right course of action. So you end up staring at him like he killed your parents. The fuck? This writing, dude. Is there something wrong?
Don't tell anyone.
About what?
This!
You gesture to yourself. Oh! Is it a personal matter?
Yes, and I want to keep it a secret as long as I can.
Oh, my lips are sealed. He makes a zipper motion with his thumb and his finger across his lips. Somehow you believed him despite your strong skepticism urging you to destroy the witness. It must be his friendly aura radiating like a happy gerbil.
Okay. But tell anyone and I'll punch your kidneys.
I'm sure that it will not come to that.
Good.
Good. So, what brings you here?
I was so close. I sort of fell on my head.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sort of.
I don't want to go into details. Just put it that I'm under observation.
Ah, it's better safe than sorry.
I guess. But what about you? What are you here for?
I'm waiting for my uncle. As Rask was about to answer, the door swings open and a tiger pounces behind the unsuspecting wolf and brings him up into the air. Uncle, what are you doing? What? Can't an uncle hug his favorite nephew? Of course you can, uncle, but... The aging tiger with graying hair swings the wolf around as if trying to tire it out before delivering the final blow. The fuck is happening, dude? Then why protest? You know your dear uncle loves you. Uncle, I must protest. This behavior is highly inappropriate for the dean of the school.
He's the one in charge here!
Titles be damned. If I cannot love my nephew... Behave yourself. Whoops. My baby!
I'm A-okay. Uncle Garth, good morning.
Good morning, nephew.
Ralph's a hybrid?
Despite your tendency to forget names on the first day, there are two large men in the room gazing at what you can only assume is their beloved nephew.
So lucky! But a tigress and a lupu family? Together? That's rare. Kinky.
Jayce! How are you? I am positively fine. But may I know the reason for my being called here?
Yes,
The man-child tiger finally corrected his posture and stood up with an air of professionalism.
I was concerned that perhaps you had encountered some sort of mishap, as you were not present when your dear uncle and I sat down to our morning meal.
My apologies, uncle. I could not resist the call of the forest.
The forest called out to you, my dear boy?
Yes, it invited me to its beautiful, luscious greens and clean air. I could not resist a good run.
Oh. I'd do the same. It's been a while since I've had a good run.
Maybe we should have a family run, lovey. The thought of running makes the tiger shudder. His body cringes at the mere mention of it. He sighs, but then smiles. It seems he's okay with the idea of running in the end.
Oh, my aching old bones.
And they're married?
I'm sorry for causing a fuss, but I did leave a note on the table.
Yes, you did, my dear boy. But you forgot something very important, my dear boy.
Oh, have I forgotten my books? I'm sure I checked them last night.
No, my sweet and studious young nephew. It's not a matter of material concern. It is a ritual that must never be broken in this family.
What is it?
Your anticipation is rising as you sit and watch this scenario unfold. You've never been this excited to hear what's going to happen, unlike that last disappointing episode of Sword of Thrones. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Not only have you discovered that this kid has two attractive, muscular uncles, but they're married to each other. It's like watching a favorite telenovela, except you never cared about it because they're all straight. What is it?
Our morning hug!
Gay.
Against the usual social norms between two adult men, the wolf tenderly embraces the tiger with a warm and loving embrace. His tail wagging happily as he does so. It's a strange and unusual sight, and you can't help feeling a little envious of the close bond between the two. That is, until you feel a sudden tingling vibration near your groin, causing an unexpected reaction.
Ah!
Oh my god. Whew. That's quite enough. Oh, I feel so much better now.
Anytime, uncle.
Very well, my boy. Now that the curse has been lifted, you may resume your normal daily activities.
Oh, is it all right if I stay with a friend?
Oh? You've made a friend. Who, my boy?
He's right over there. He promised me a tour around the city.
Well, now, that's mighty kind of you to offer. But my dear boy, I thought we were going.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle. You've been so busy with the school's associate party this weekend. I couldn't take any more of your time.
The party's cancelled. Good lad, Rask. Mike does have a lot of work to get done. Enjoy your time with friends. And this is actually good timing. Jayce here needs more eyes on him for a day or two.
His head injury?
Yep. Sounds like you're already up to speed. It seems like you two are already good friends. I object!
Maybe it's time for you two to go on ahead for class. Keep an eye on him. Prod him if you see him sleeping in class. I won't let him out of my sight.
Good boy.
Do I get a say in this?
As you walk through the halls with a new companion following behind, you can sense eyes watching you from every angle. You make sure that your hat is snug and tight, and your sleeves are covering both arms. Sideways glances, mumbled whispers, and sudden movements to get out of your way. It's clear you're definitely getting attention, but the question is why?
Brisk walk, brisk walk, brisk walk, brisk walk, brisk walk.
You pull your hat further down on your head and briskly walk to your classroom. Dude, where have you been? Huh? Startled by your best friend's sudden, surprised movement, you turn around to see Rask standing there with a cheerful smile on his face, looking at you.
Rask. John. Rask.
I know who he is, dude. What's important is why he's looking at you like that. Hello, John. I was asked to help look after Jayce's health. Huh? What's wrong with him? It seems he fell on his head.
Allegedly.
Allegedly? Alright, class, settle down. We have a lot of formulas to cover today, and I want to see pens and notebooks in hand, not cell phones. The math teacher enters the room and tells everyone to take their seats. Before class starts, you quickly send a message to Tom, letting him know that you're okay and you will meet him in the cafeteria. Wednesday, 10:26 a.m. Throughout the class, you can feel both your new and old friends staring at the back of your head, the designated head injury lookout, and the interrogator trying to squeeze out information with his glare. Class, a reminder. We will be reviewing algebraic expressions on Friday. Please refer to page 8 in your textbook. The math teacher announced with a confident tone. That concludes today's lesson. As soon as the teacher stepped out of the classroom, the students erupted into a frenzy of huddling and hushed chatter, like a group of squirrels discussing their latest nut-gathering strategies. Hey, big, grey and handsome, care to share? I'm sorry? Apology accepted. Huh? Tell me, what happened to Jayce? John seems to be intentionally avoiding you, probably because you have been avoiding eye contact with him throughout the entire class. I apologize, but I'm afraid I lack the details on the matter. I had only arrived to find him in bed, fidgeting with the sheets. Was he masturbating? Pardon? You're excused. How did you end up becoming Jayce's wet nurse? I was asked by my uncle to look after Jayce's well-being. Who's your uncle? My dear Uncle Garth, who serves as the college's physician. That big blue dilf? Yes. Maybe? What's a dilf? Oh no, Rask is me. John, don't do it! John, don't do it! An expression of shock briefly flashes across John's face as the question settles between you. Then it contorts into a broad, wicked grin. Huh? Like lightning, his phone is in his hands as he furiously begins typing with a look of malevolent glee on his face. You know this pattern. You know what he's about to do. Years of constant bombardment of dick pics tells you what's about to happen. There, displayed on his phone, a familiar picture of a naked, gruffed, well-endowed grey wolf, spreading his endowment with a string of prie hanging off by the movement, just as you remembered. He's going to do it. You need to stop him! Rask! Yes, Jayce? Is something the matter?
Where do you want to
I'm sorry, could you repeat that for me?
where do you want to go?
Oh, right, our tour. Tour? Yes, Jayce kindly offered to give me a tour of the city. Jayce offered a tour to a stranger. Is there a problem? Nah, I'm just a little crazed. Oh, you had plans, didn't you? I'm terribly sorry. Is that why you've been so tense this whole class, Jayce?
You've been keeping tabs on me!
It's okay, Jayce, I understand.
Is this my ticket out?
Dude, I was waiting for an invite. Oh, that'll be splendid. The more the merrier.
No!
So, where are we heading? I was thinking about the mall. The mall, huh? Any reason? I heard from my uncle that it has everything. You're not wrong there. Except why go for a boring mall tour when we can go somewhere exciting? I guess you are right. How about the waterfalls?
He lives near the waterfalls.
Wow, really? I'm afraid he's right. I've already visited multiple times with my uncle during the last weeks of summer. That's sick, though! You don't think your uncle would mind if we, visit you to go swimming from time to time? I think he'll be delighted. Great! It's a promise, then.
Rask, you fool!
But darn, the waterfalls are the best part of the city. There's not a lot of scenic areas here besides woods, beaches, and malls. How about some local delicacies? Local delicacies, huh? Well, the city's too new to have any unique delicacies. It's mostly just bushy, yuppie foods. Things like that. That's alright. I've always wanted to try the local cooking. We got a foodie here, Jayce.
I don't think we can afford trying every restaurant in the city. Much less than fancy ones with our college allowance.
That is quite alright. I have loads on me. We can share. And a sugar daddy. Jayce, you struck gold, buddy. What's a sugar daddy?
John!
Wednesday, 12:01 p.m. You walk alongside your group of friends, trying to ignore the feeling of unease that's settled in the pit of your stomach. You can't shake the suspicion that everyone is looking at you, that they can see the genetic defect that you've tried so hard to hide.
Why is everyone staring at us?
They're not staring at us. They're staring at him. John points his thumb at the grey wolf, who looks flustered and uneasy. The wolf's fur is ruffled and his tail droops between his legs, giving off a palpable air of discomfort.
Huh? Rask is popular?
Dude, he's a grey.
Oh. Really? Are you open about it?
Dude, just look at him.
Feminine posture. Nice silky hair. And that weird hand gesture. Yep, he's definitely gay. And the fact that he lives with a gay couple only proves it. Wait, is that a factor? My parents are straight, yet I'm gay. I see. Don't worry, Rask. I don't judge.
You don't?
Yeah, people should be judged by their character, not their labels.
I don't know what to say. That means so much to me.
Think nothing of it.
As another passerby shows fear towards your fellow gay man, you can't help but feel a deep anger and frustration.
Shame on you! He can't help the way he was born!
Meet me at Misty's Bake Shop.
Tom wants me to meet him at Misty's.
Bet he just wants you alone so he can give you his AIDS.
He doesn't have AIDS!
How do you know? He lifts his hand up and enumerates with his fingers. A professional athlete, a voice that melts butter, that ass. A catch like him probably has had more callers than I have. Bet Tom's got a butthole like a catfish's maw.
Ew!
Catfish? He has AIDS? Buddy, did you not hear the vile things I just said? No.
So,
When are we meeting Tom? I'm starving.
you wanna go? Aren't you afraid you'll catch his AIDS?
So you admit he has AIDS?
Dick! Fine, let's go.
May I come along? I would love to meet this Tom.
I thought it was a given.
Oh, goody. And that's where I'm going to leave this episode. So we got a lot of lore drop in this episode. We got Jayce is a mixed. We got whatever the hell was happening at the start that caused him to fall and hit his head. And I can kind of see the trajectory of the story now. So I'm excited to see if it plays out how I'm expecting to. And we got Rask, who I didn't know Rask. I'd not seen him. But I love him. Oh my god, he's adorable. And he's me, because I'm always the one in the situation asking, what does this mean? What does that mean? I don't understand. Someone help. He's just so straightforward and nice. I love him. But yes, that is where I'm going to leave it now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will be leaving a link, as I usually do, in the description to go and support the project, the writer, and myself. And maybe you might consider liking the video, sharing it around, if you think that I'm worth sharing around. But yeah, that's more than enough rambling out of me for now. This has been Pink Wisp reading Socially Awkward. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.